I'm Chris.
And I'm Jeff.
Welcome to episode 64 of Fresh and Uncooked, the podcast where Jeff and I talk about fast food, new menu items and products, our favorite food memories, cooking at home, and what we love to eat. This episode is all about what, Jeff?
It's all about dips.
This is also the first episode of season 4 of Fresh and Uncooked. And Jeff, with like each and every season, we like to bring something new to the show, switch the format up a little bit, make it fresh, if you will, So season 4, well, how about a video version of Fresh and Uncooked?
Why not? We've talked about it for a while.
We
at
have.
Least amongst ourselves here.
Yeah,
so
behind the scenes, we've talked about
happen.
it for quite a while. And, well, for those who have been listening to us, wherever you might get your podcasts, check out our YouTube channel, Fresh and Uncooked, and see the video version of this very episode. And for those on YouTube that found us, we're a food podcast. We have about 60 plus audio episodes already. So check us out on your favorite podcast platform. Food news is coming up. Then we're talking dips. So grab a snack, sit back, and enjoy episode 64 of Fresh and Uncooked.
Any news?
Is there any news?
I have news.
Food news.
Bad news travels fast.
There's a new limited edition flavor of KitKat for the summer, Jeff. Pink lemonade. They describe it as hints of sweet strawberry and tart lemonade. Are you one to grab a KitKat every now and then?
Here and there. I don't know if I'm going to grab the pink lemonade one, though. Although I do like pink lemonade. It's very summery. It's a refreshing, summery drink.
Perfect flavor for the summer. What about pink lemonade as a candy flavor? Just not your thing? KitKat or sucker or whatever?
No. I mean, because think about it. How about lemonade as a candy flavor? Right?
Sweet and sour. It's kind of a good candy flavor, right?
Lemon heads? Do you like lemon heads?
They're all right. I'm not a big sour person, though. But lemonade is, I can't argue about it being a good flavor of candy. KitKat, I don't know. I'll have to try the KitKat. I'll try the KitKat. I'm not going to go out of my way to get the KitKat. But it's a good summer KitKat.
Yeah. Maybe I'll sacrifice the 210 calories and try it out.
They're available nationwide now in standard and king size. KitKat Pink Lemonade flavored bar joins the other flavors from the brand. Chocolate frosted donut, mint and dark chocolate, and birthday cake. And, of course, regular KitKat.
Look for it at a gas station near you. That's where you're going to find that.
Yeah, available now, too. Haven't seen it yet, but have to keep my eye open. So this is for our Canadian listeners, Jeffs, that love peanut butter.
Okay.
Apparently, the Skippy brand has not been available in Canada for the past 7 years.
Wow.
Don't know why. Didn't really look up why. Maybe I should. We can get into that if it's quite interesting. But Hormel, which acquired the Skippy brand in 2013, is launching some treats that are going to be bring Skippy back to store shelves in Canada.
Looks
like a multi-grain cookie, a crisp, thin potato cookie, and a cookie sticks with and without popping candy.
Those look pretty appetizing just from the boxes, right? Good job on the marketing team with that.
Again, this is for Canada. The thin potato cookies are going to be first and available in June sometime in Canada at Costco, Canada. So
okay.
More products are expected later this year, including jars of Skippy peanut butter. So good news for our Canadian peanut butter listeners. Skippy's
now, I
coming.
wonder if you go to Costco in Canada, can I use my American Costco membership card?
I would think so. I would think those would be worldwide.
My membership is up for renewal too, Chris. I got the letter, so I'm gonna have to make sure that I get that. Yeah.
Do you do the plus or the standard membership?
I think I do the standard membership, but I do the plus for Sam's Club.
Okay, gotcha. So you get your 2% back from Sam's Club.
Do I?
You should, right?
I should look into that.
2% when your renewal comes. At least when Costco's renewal comes, I get a little check, for 2% back of your purchases.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
I've never received a check.
Oh, you might want to look into this, Jeff.
Okay.
You want to look into this. Potato chip peanut butter cookies. I kind of want to try those.
It doesn't sound horrible.
Not at all. Not at all.
The popping candy one, though, I can do without that.
Yeah, that's getting a little crazy. Multi-grain cookie, I guess, peanut butter, some seeds. Okay. I whatever.
Yeah.
I wouldn't buy that one. But the cookie sticks without the popping candy and the thin potato chip cookie looking things, I'd give them a whirl.
All right.
But Costco, I'm sure they're in a pretty big box, right? They don't look like big boxes in the press release photo there, but
No, just 5 pieces.
Costco. It's Costco.
Unless they're really big.
Moving on, V&V Supremo, the nation's oldest family-run Mexican-American cheese manufacturer, is launching a chicken chorizo to go along with its already popular beef and pork chorizo varieties already out there in the market. And, of course, their Chihuahua brand quesadilla cheese. Chicken chorizo, Jeff, you a fan?
I'll try it. I like chorizo. I think chorizo, it's more or less like a flavor in a sense. So even like the choice chorizo and the plant-based ones that I've tried, I've even liked. So I would definitely try the chicken one.
I've definitely had plenty of pork and beef chorizo. I have had a chicken chorizo and didn't really, it seemed like it was missing something.
Okay.
Maybe all the fat.
Yeah, a lot of cholesterol.
But I'll give this one a try. I love this brand, so chicken chorizo, why not? That's your fast food. That's your fast food news. That's your food news for episode 64. All right, Jeff. Today's topic is dips.
Mm-hmm.
Now, little clarification. A sauce is a dip, or a sauce is not a dip, or can a dip be a sauce and a dip?
So I think a sauce can be a dip, but can a dip be a sauce? Right?
Oh.
Is that what we're saying?
Can a dip be a sauce? Yeah. A sauce can be a dip, but a dip can't be a sauce. That sounds right. That sounds more right to me.
If you think about cheese sauce, a cheese sauce could be a dip and it can be a cheese sauce at the same time.
Yes.
That might be the only instance.
Like a nacho cheese
that
dip.
way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, the first thing, and I'm thinking crackers, potato chips, pretzels, tortilla chips, veggie sticks, carrots, celery, whatever. That's what I was thinking of with dips. Is there anything that I'm not thinking of that you thought of when it comes to dips and what to use besides your finger, maybe?
Right away, I think of pita.
Pita,
I love pita, dipping pita in things.
Pita chips or just
regular pita bread.
Yeah, pita bread. That works. That's
so I'm a big fan of that. I guess falafel works that way. Mm-hmm. Even in some cases, not necessarily tortilla chips, but tortillas, like just dipping your tortilla.
Yeah, sure.
In there.
Into a bean dip, perhaps?
Yeah, or I think this is probably going to come up as a favorite of both you and I. Maybe. Guacamole?
Well, guacamole is a good dip.
Yeah.
It's got to be fresh for me, man. It's got to be.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, it's got to be fresh. I can't do the store-bought container with the peel off, No. It's got to be fresh, and I'm not a huge avocado fan.
Okay.
But guacamole is very good. Yeah.
All right. Is it in your top 5 dips?
Ooh, I really didn't think of top 5 dips, but I'd have to say no. It wouldn't even make. it wouldn't even make the cutting room floor.
Oh wow. Okay.
But I like a lot of dips. So
Well, as we go along here, do you think you can mentally think of your top 5 dips?
mentally think of my top 5 dips, perhaps.
Mentally think, as opposed to I don't know what other type of thinking there is.
Physically think.
Yeah.
I'll physically think about them for sure. But yeah, I could probably do an unofficial top 5.
Okay.
Top 5s take a lot, like at least take days for me to narrow down. I take those very seriously when it comes to food, Jeff, as you know.
All right.
But
I usually end up doing them on the fly.
Unofficial top 5 for you. One that I know would make my top 5 would be just a classic French onion dip.
Okay.
Potato chips, corn chips, tortilla chips, I guess, maybe even carrots, celery, broccoli. That all works. Just a good French onion dip. You a fan? Not a fan.
You know what? I am not really a big fan of sour cream based dips these days.
Okay.
Which eliminates a lot of things, right?
That's half my list.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking here. So I don't, anything that has like mayonnaise or sour cream in there, don't eat it that much these days.
Ingredients 1 and 2 for me.
Yeah. So I know that's probably a challenge for a lot of things, because when you think of dips, when you go and buy a dip packet, usually the things that you need to add: sour cream, mayonnaise.
Yep.
Not these days for this guy.
Voila. Yeah, that's French onion dip. Most of the brands are decent. Like even, in the refrigerated, by the cottage cheese and the yogurts, the pre-made dip, those are all solid. Some of the packets are okay, where, like you said, you throw in your mayonnaise and your sour cream, and homemade from scratch, French onion dip, and just sauteing, caramelizing the onions like you're making French onion soup, basically. And
that's next level, man. I've never done that.
Oh, it's so good.
I can imagine.
So fresh. And you're throwing it in with mayonnaise, sour cream. So good. French onion dip. Definitely in my top 5. Don't know if I'd put it at number 1, but
Okay.
I think
when you brought that up, that's
dip.
crazy, because if you were to ask somebody if they make their own French onion dip, they would say that they grab a packet and then they put it in the sour cream or what have you. That's them making their own French onion dip.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're talking about doing it all from scratch, making the onions and caramelizing and things
Correct.
like that. That is, brother, that's next level for sure.
Yeah. It's good. It's really easy too. I probably have a TikTok on it.
All right.
What about buffalo chicken dip?
Buffalo chicken dip is good.
That's even though been more of a newer, trendier dip compared to like French onion dip, right?
Yeah, with that cream cheese in there.
The cream cheese based dipped okay with you though?
I try not to do the dairy too much these days.
Right. It's good though. It's good.
It is good.
I almost like it without the chicken. Better.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Just buffalo chicken flavor all the way through, but just no, like, I don't want the chicken in the dip. Like, chicken isn't dip. Chicken's a meat. So I like it. I like it not in a dip. I like my dips creamy and smooth. I don't like a lot of texture in my dips.
Oh, see, I think that's
why.
Yeah, I think we differ with that. I like a lot of texture.
I don't want to dip a chip or whatever in the dip, eat the dip, and then think, did I break off a chip earlier in that dip and that's what I'm eating in the dip, kind of a thing? You know what I mean? Like, texture and dip, it's got to be smooth and creamy for Chris. So
okay.
Speaking of a classic, cool, creamy dip that could be a sauce and a dressing, ranch dip.
100%.
I think when it comes to ranch dip, it could be a little loose, almost basically ranch dressing for me.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if I'd want a thick ranch dip. Like, a little loose. Not creamy, but that's just me.
That works for me. How about blue cheese? Would you consider
a blue cheese dip?
Yeah. Or even just blue cheese dressing as a dip. Hmm.
It's acceptable. I am a huge fan of blue cheese, so that might be a little biased, but I didn't think of a blue cheese dip, but if you use dressing as a dip, like you can make a sauce a dip as we put the ground rules down, yeah, go for it.
All right.
Chunks can be allowed in that. Doesn't have to be creamy.
Good deal.
Yeah. Here's a dip that could be served cold or warm, depending on the version of it. Spinach dip.
Ooh. See, I like the cold spinach dip.
I do too.
Yeah.
Don't really care for the warm spinach dips. Usually spinach and artichoke is kind of the way it's done, right? The warm version. But yeah, spinach dip cold. Oh, that's so good. So good.
Right on.
What do you like to dip spinach dip? What do you like to dip into spinach dip? Is that
the Hawaiian, the Hawaiian bread.
The Hawaiian bread, yeah.
Just get a loaf of that and don't cut it up. Just rip it up with your hands. Do it very primal like.
The buns, the Hawaiian buns.
I don't do those usually.
Bread?
No, we just usually do the big loaf.
The big circular loaf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you put the you cut out the center and you put the spinach dip in there.
Yeah.
And then it gets all saturated.
Oh my goodness.
And then when everybody's done with that dip, which I don't know, I haven't tried this post pandemic or what have you, after having people dip things in there, just eating it. But that's delicious.
Oh yeah. The spinach dip Hawaiian bread bowl.
Yeah.
Classic way to do it. And yes,
perfect.
Cold spinach dip Hawaiian bread is excellent. But wheat thins.
Wheat thins are solid too. Yeah.
That's a solid cracker, wheat thins.
Wheat thins are great crackers. Those are awesome. I love wheat thins.
Yeah, and completely like just the straight up original wheat thins too.
Yeah.
Because they got flavor. I couldn't even tell you which flavors there are.
I don't know. I'm sure there's a ranch flavor.
Probably a spicy flavor.
Yeah.
A flaming hot wheat thin. No, just the original wheat thins. Yeah, just perfect. Especially with spinach dip. Well, okay, so queso, nacho cheese, right?
Yeah, and it's really not, when I'm talking about not doing dairy and things like that, or cheese or anything anymore, I don't consider cheese dip as dairy or cheese.
Okay, like nacho cheese.
Yeah, and I think I'm okay in saying that. I think that's okay to say that.
I think it might be true in a lot of cases too,
Yeah.
depending on what brand and how it's made. But
right,
queso, you can basically dip anything into queso. As far as I'm concerned, there's no rules. A good soft
cheese
pretzel,
fountain, like a cheese fountain somewhere. If they just had a fountain and you can just
that would
fondue
be
things up.
Probably the best dip to fountain, right? Yeah. Queso. Soft pretzels come to mind right away.
100%.
Fresh baked, soft pretzel, nacho cheese. Oh, heaven.
Yeah, nachos at the movie theater. That's my thing over popcorn for sure.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, I've never done nachos at the movie theater.
Really?
Yeah, I'm a traditionalist.
I understand.
But I'm not going to look at you funny. I do nachos at the baseball game.
Right on.
Okay, so we talked about guacamole. Certain way you like it? You like it really chunky?
I don't mind it chunky. I like it a little bit chunky with a lot of different things in there. I remember going to the grocery store not too long ago, and they were making fresh guacamole. And I kept on telling the lady, she said, well, whatever you want in here, put it in there. And I kept on telling her these things, and she kept on saying, oh, good choice, good choice, good choice. And I thought to myself, yes, it is a good choice. I think I know about guacamole.
There's some on-demand guacamole at the grocery store.
Yeah, I like mine with jalapeno. I like cilantro. I like a little bit of lime in there. I'm not opposed to having some tomato.
Yeah, tomato is kind of the controversial thing, right?
I think so.
It's
for
like
some people.
half people, like I mean, I'm not a huge in guacamole, but as far as I understand, that's how it goes. I could go either way.
Garlic is essential. Red onion is good too.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I like it. Lots of lime, lots of cilantro. Not too chunky when it comes to the avocado for me.
I
That's
get
the
it.
only thing I'd say. Tortilla chips? Or you dipping something exotic in your guac?
No, I'll go with the tortilla chips.
Mm.
You know what I do like a lot though for dipping? Frito scoops. I think Frito scoops just work with pretty much everything.
Here's what I want to know. When are they going to make a chili cheese Frito scoop?
Oh,
Frito-Lay?
that's a little bit too much. It's an imperfect world in which we live in.
It just
that's just too much. Yeah,
that can be a limited time thing. I'm okay with that.
They'll come out with a flaming hot one before they do that, though.
I'm pretty sure they do. They have a jalapeno one.
Of the scoops?
Of the scoops, yeah.
Oh, they do. It comes in the green bag. Yeah, I've had those before.
Yeah. Frito scoop. I just bought, not a sponsor, hell of a good dip over the weekend. Bacon horseradish dip. I was watching, what was I? I was watching something, and they were talking about this dip, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I hate fake bacon-y flavoring.
Okay.
A lot of products out there are flavored like bacon, and they taste like artificially flavored bacon, So I've seen this dip before, and I've never touched it. Love horseradish, by the way. Never touched it because it's definitely going to taste like Bako dip. You know what I mean? Like, not for Chris. Apparently, when they were reviewing this product, and they said, "Oh, it even doesn't have that fake bacon-y taste." I'm like, really? It doesn't, huh? So I had to try it, especially knowing we were going to talk about dips.
Yeah.
And I used Frito Scoop as my serving vessel. So yeah, it was pretty good. It didn't taste bacon-y, fake bacon-y at all, by the way.
Okay.
But it also I didn't taste any bacon at all. It just felt like horseradish dip. And I was okay with that, but it is what it is.
Right on.
So hummus has got to be considered a dip, right? You'd be the hummus expert between the two of us. So
I'm going to put hummus in my top 5 for sure. I don't like store-bought hummus. That stuff is. Don't give me a chocolate hummus. Don't give me your
dessert hummus, huh?
No, just the regular. You go to your Mediterranean restaurant. You ask the guys for hummus. It comes out creamy. Oh, it is the best.
So the lady, when she was done with the guacamole, she didn't move on to hummus at your grocery store? Is that what you're telling me?
No, they didn't. Yeah, they don't do fresh hummus there.
All right.
Unfortunately.
So there's a ton of different hummuses, though. Like you were joking around.
Excuse me.
And you said dessert hummus. You'll pass on that. But
no, I don't do that. Red pepper hummus, even I have a hard time with.
Isn't hummus kind of like guac? Like it can kind of be customized, pine nuts, no pine nuts.
Ooh. No, see, I can't do it that way.
Oh, you can't do it that way either.
Yeah, huh? I just can't do it.
All right.
I know it's very odd. I will get I'll get a hummus that has olives in there.
Okay. Like calamari?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like a mixture, almost like a hummus olive tamponade type thing.
Mm-hmm. Right.
I'll do that, but
I would think I would like that. But every hummus I've ever tried, which is maybe been 3, I've never.
Is it store-bought hummus though?
Yeah. I don't think I've ever ordered it at a restaurant. So yeah.
You got to try it is just so much better. It's totally
I would try.
different.
I'd be open to trying it. Yeah.
All right. It's so much better.
So I was trying to think of other dips, Jeff, and look up some dips, just Googling and whatnot. And I've came across corn dip a lot.
There are a lot of corn dips out there. That seems like something that's trendy the last few years.
Is it? Okay, because
Yeah, like a elote dips that they do.
yeah, some versions where they are like Mexican
Yeah.
street corn dips. Now being a smooth, creamy dip kind of guy, pieces of corn in my cornbread or in my dip isn't going to work for me. But I was just curious if you've ever heard of corn dip, because
yeah, and I think I've had a few. I don't eat a lot of corn.
I don't eat a lot of corn, but I like corn.
It's
but
okay.
Corn dip, you know?
Yeah, it's okay.
Corn on the cob in the summer, right?
Oh, that's
the way to go.
The best way for sure.
What about pickle dip or dill dip?
Yeah.
Or dill pickle dip.
Perfect. I think it sounds great.
It's another dairy-based dip, but
yeah. But I'll put some Frito scoops in there.
Absolutely. Yeah. I don't know if you could consider salsa a dip.
100%.
Okay. Because it's a sauce. Well, because it's a sauce. Well, it means sauce.
Right.
But it can be a dip or a sauce. So, and yeah, when you say salsa, you could start with, 30 ingredients you could leave in or leave out, so, you go tomatillo based or tomato based or, white onions, red onions.
That's such the way to go. I'm more of that tomatillo green verde type of sauce guy.
I like a verde salsa on like entrees and tacos or whatnot, but just chips and dip, I prefer traditional like tomato based dip salsa.
Okay.
But a good verde is good stuff. I suppose you could use it as a dip, but I never have.
I have.
What else am I leaving out here, Jeff?
Well, you're leaving out one of my favorites, baba ganoush.
Eggplant.
Yeah. A smoked eggplant. And that's the only way I really enjoy eggplant. Baba ganoush is pretty stellar.
Can't say I've ever tried it. I don't think I've ever had eggplant. Maybe once, but
really?
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, baba ganoush. I didn't even think of that one.
Baba ganoush that's probably that's top 3. I would say that's top 3 for me.
Wow.
For sure.
Is that a pita bread dip?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. With pita or falafel. I'll use falafel and run it through there too.
Nice. Okay. What else?
So when I was thinking about this and kind of mentally coming up with my top 5, I thought of hummus probably being number 1 as far as a dip is concerned. Baba ganoush. I mentioned olive tamponade before too. That's something you can put on pita bread, and if that's done right, so good.
Love it.
Yeah, that's really good. Guacamole's up there for me too, and you know what? I'll keep that buffalo chicken one in there with the chicken, and
with the chicken, wow.
With the canned chicken, and canned chicken there's certain uses for it, right? As far as I'm concerned.
Okay.
That canned chicken works out so well with that buffalo chicken dip.
Really?
Yeah. And I can see by the look on your face that canned chicken, I don't know that you partake very often.
I don't. And I haven't in quite a while, but I used to use, I guess I could kind of see where you're going with this. I used to use canned chicken a lot when making chicken salad. So it kind of has that right texture to it.
Yeah.
Buffalo chicken dip, warm or cold though? Traditionally warm.
Yeah, usually warm, but then after a while it cools off and it becomes cold. So
and you're like, hey,
room temperature. Yeah, keep
room
it going.
temperature now. I wonder how it would be good cold, like ice cold, like refrigerated cold.
think it would be fine,
it's
right?
just my mind. Yeah, it's just my
Yeah.
mind.
Because have you ever had cold
tastes good.
chicken wings before?
Probably 3 times this month. I would think. You know, of course.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah, because it's traditionally warm. So I'm just thinking, man, it tastes really good cold too. I'm sure there's a bunch of recipes like that, but canned chicken, I haven't had it in a long time. But I used to make chicken salad with it.
Yeah, there's just something about the texture. It's definitely a little bit different. You know, when you open it up and you look at it, for a second you think to yourself,
is that
what am I
supposed to
doing
be
here?
in there?
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah, it kind of has a, it's kind of interesting when you open it. Yeah,
right.
You want to drain that out and get,
there's a
towel
lot
it
of
off
scooping.
a little bit.
Yeah, maybe rinse it a little bit.
A little bit. Yeah, wouldn't hurt. That's funny. So, what your top 3? Baba ganoush.
Hummus, the olive tapenade,
and guacamole.
Yeah, hummus, baba ganoush, olive tapenade, and then number 4 I put in guacamole. Number 5 I put in that buffalo chicken dip.
I'm gonna go French onion, just because it's the most classic dip to me. It's the first thing when someone says bring dip to the party. Potato chips and French onion dip just pops in my 80s kid mind.
Understandably so.
Spinach dip cold, I would definitely have to put in my top 5. Salsa, absolutely love it every single way, as long as it's not too spicy. Probably going to do a little smoked salsa this week if it stops raining. Queso, because it's cheese.
Why not?
Why not? And 5, man, I could go buffalo chicken. I don't think I could do guacamole as top 5, just because I'm not so crazy about avocado. But probably buffalo chicken dip.
Okay,
you make it in the unofficial top 5 for sure. So,
not to kind of make this regional, but Jewel taco dip.
The Jewels.
The Jewel taco dip is so good.
Is that the one, like the layered one?
Yeah.
Oh, Jeff,
it's so good.
There's something in there.
So good.
Black olives, right? It has black olives in it.
It does.
Yeah, I can't. I've gotten that plenty of times. Don't get me wrong. Yeah. It's got a little sour cream. It's got a layer of beans, layer of cheddar cheese, green onions, tomatoes, black olives on the top. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I pick off the black olives. I love green olives. I love the Kalamata olives. Just not the black ones. I don't know. Hey.
I understand. They're salty. They're different. They are different.
There's something wrong with them. If they were green olives, that'd be fine. That'd be a fine replacement. Jewel, the local grocery chain in the Chicagoland area. Yeah. That's a good dip. Good taco dip, which I guess we didn't have in our dip list, but taco dip or a layer dip, any kind of layer dip. There's a million of them, right? Yeah,
there's ones that you can do with like there's crab dips and stuff like that.
Crab dips, yeah.
They've been done.
Yeah.
It's people come up with it. Used to be a thing. I don't know if it's as much of a thing as it used to be, but people used to really enjoy their dips.
I really enjoy my dips. I don't know about you. I still do.
That's Martin Short's character on Only Murders in the Building.
Oh, I haven't seen that. Is that good?
Yeah, he has dips. That's his dinner. He has dip.
That's his dinner?
Yeah.
All right. I mean, I've probably done dip for dinner, once or twice in my life, but
I don't have enough.
Maybe more.
Yeah, I don't have enough digits for the times I probably have.
Let us know in the comments what your favorite dip is, what your top 5 is. This has been Fresh and Uncooked. Check us out wherever you are online, social media wise. We're all over the place too. Fresh and Uncooked. TikTok, YouTube. Like I said, if you normally listen to Jeff and I an audio version, check out Fresh and Uncooked on YouTube, because this episode is a video version online too. So kind of cool, right, Jeff? About time we did this.
I think it's neat. Welcome to 2024.
Right, here we come. So and this will be a regular thing too. Whenever you hear a podcast from us from now on, there'll also be a video version. And if you're watching us on video version, there's always the audio version, even right here on YouTube. So we're definitely excited about season 4. This is our new thing. We're going to play around. It says powered by StreamYard, which is the app that we're using, to do the podcast. And it's the free plan. So that shows up. So thanks for listening. I forgot exactly how I've closed out the show in the past. But I know what you say, Jeff.
I know what I say too. Enjoy what you eat.
That's what he says.